guys? It's Meri.
And
we want you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below because today we are going to be talking about Sister Wives season 6, episode 18 and 19.
Yes.
We are getting right into it.
Ooh.
The Sister Wives are preparing for their recommitment ceremony. And from deciding to get custom-made dresses to having Kody calling Meri a control freak, it has been quite a drama fest. That's going up shit's creek.
Let's just start with the Kody was doing the lights.
Wait, no, we have to start with the rehearsal.
Right.
Let's start with the rehearsal. So Kody is preparing whatever. The women have decided that they all are going to get custom-made dresses.
Yes.
Robin, you should got your dress at a store because you could have done that. There was no reason for you.
I don't know.
They all know you're skinny. There's no reason for you to bio the plus size women. Janelle is looking good. Christine is looking good. Meri. Anyway, what they decided to do. So they have a fashion design student.
Oh yes. Well, no. She has already graduated.
She has already graduated,
fashion designer,
which is already why it's super sad. Yeah. But we'll get into that later. Let's get into the rehearsal first. So they decided to have a rehearsal. They have decided that they're not going to do it at a venue. They're going to do it at their house in the backyard. So they're going to have basically like a ceremony in the backyard, and then they're going to have a block party in the cul-de-sac at night.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the kids, of course, kids are going to be kids. Yeah. So they were really kind of fussing and fighting or whatever and stuff like that. It was hot. Nobody was listening to Kody. Nobody damn sure was listening to Robin. But as soon as the love of his life was seeming to have some struggles, he decided.
Teenagers.
Oh, but first he was talking about the mission statement. They were talking about the mission statement, right? And so basically the kids were like, "What if we don't agree with the mission statement?" Da da da. He said, "Well, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to choose."
Sign it,
and then Robin was like, "I was outraged because we have worked so damn hard on that mission statement. Not going to give them a choice." Fast forward to when they started yelling and going back and forth with Robin. He decides to cuss them all out. Not with words, but just with his voice.
Right.
And he's basically saying,
you all need to listen to Robin. And if you don't, if you act up on that day, I am going to send you home and you are no longer a part of this family.
No, he said, I'm going to kick you out the family.
Yes.
Kids were laughing. The little kids, the teenagers were horrified because they see the favoritism. Like, my thing is, why? Why?
I know you wouldn't let them sign the mission statement, but because they don't listen to Robin, you're going to kick them out of the house.
All hell breaks loose when Robin is defiant. And Robin was laughing so hard. She's like, oh. I was like, even Robin cannot believe you said some mess like that.
I know. But if
it was Meri,
and if it was Meri, he would have been laughing with the
kids.
Children. I know.
I feel so bad for Meri. I just want to know
I'm sure Meri sees it. I'm sure Meri sees that.
That's why she lets Robin get in between the middle of their relationship because she sees that he loves her and that's his favorite now.
And you know something? That annoys Kody too.
Because it's like, why are you getting my woman involved in our drama? Let me hate you. Just with me and you. Don't put her in it because then I'm forced to like you when I don't like you.
I'm forced to be nice to you when I don't want to be. He's not self-aware about how awful he is with Meri. He really is not. And Meri also niggles him, but he niggles her too. So anyway,
and I think they were also talking about for the rehearsal. Before the rehearsal, well, after that, whatever, they were talking about pictures, what has to be done during all that stuff like that. And the wives were kind of discussing about his beard. I think 3 wives said that they all wanted the beard. Janelle said, "I like it."
Except
Robin
Christine.
said, "I think it's sexy."
Christine's
like, "No." I think Christine was like, "You need to shave, especially if this is going to be like for a while, whatever."
Yeah.
And then Meri, you be Kody, I'll be Meri. But I also think that your beard should probably be...
I have a right over my body. I am going to do what I want to do. As soon as Meri opens her mouth, he is on her like that.
He's like, thank you for your
When everybody
advice,
else was talking, he was laughing, he was chill. As soon as Meri dared to make her...
to even breathe, honey. He said, you don't need to be breathing.
I
just think it's so wrong the way way he does Meri.
Look, and then how about when they were up, he was doing the lights?
Oh my God! And then there's another part.
The lights up, which I really admired that he was all up on the roof.
I thought it was so nice
awesome.
and manly to have a man who does everything, is not scared of heights.
I know, girl.
Like he connected 9 wires from each house to the middle of the cul-de-sac by himself. Or whatever, stuff like that. But Meri was like, we need to go do rehearsals. You can do this another day.
And then Robin came also was talking to
you should do rehearsals
and stuff like that. As soon as Meri opened her mouth,
I don't need no control freaks right now. Please, where's my help? And he didn't mean he wanted Meri's help.
And so Meri just walked on, and Robin just like, oh God.
I could only be the glue to this relationship for so damn long. Because this man don't like this lady.
I know.
And I just think it's so wrong, Kody. Why are you being so wrong to Meri? You can't just have an honest conversation. I have checked out this marriage. I don't like you no more. We can be friends, but a divorce should come pretty soon. Yeah. Like, just have an honest conversation.
Acting like my wife. I mean, I think that...
Free her. Yeah. Free her from the shackles, because she'll never free herself.
No, she will not.
And even if he told her, even if he brought her a divorce paper, I'm pretty sure Meri will probably rip it up and be like, no.
Me being here is beyond you. And he will say, what? It's beyond all of you. I am here for something much greater.
No. You are my wife.
Let me get out the book.
Don't want you.
Oh man, we're laughing, but it
ain't funny. It's actually not funny.
It ain't right at all.
Like, are y'all seeing the subtleties of the hatred just brewing below the surface?
Yeah, I know. Let us know what you think. I want
to get into. Oh, what did you want to get into?
No, we're gonna just go ahead and talk about the
dresses that never were.
Yeah,
I have a lot to say as a fellow alumni of SCAD. A fashion design graduate.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed at what I saw.
Yeah.
Christine's dress, frumpy, ugly rustic
I think that's what
color.
she wanted. That's the thing.
As a designer, you have to listen to what the client wants, but you have to also use your expertise. And you need to know that the little tweaks you make will make your customer very happy. Yeah.
I Meri's think that she's going to learn for sure. After this whole thing, she's really going to learn because it's like trial and error, right? Because, and Kody did say, he said, Sam, this was a friend of Janelle's.
She had to bring her mama to help her.
Daughter. So the friend of Janelle's also is a seamstress, but her daughter just graduated from fashion design school.
So she
wanted to make this custom-made clothing for these women. Now,
this is where they went wrong.
Yeah.
The sketches
giving the women so much, like trying to go with them.
No. This is where they went wrong.
Okay.
The sketches and the figure that they made the outfit for looked to nothing like the women's body shape.
Yeah.
That is where you went wrong.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't look good on Robin. That's why it did not look good on Meri. And Janelle, I think she did well with Janelle. Janelle looked good. The back was a little wonky, but it was good. Yeah. Christine, I thought it was very
The mother was back. The mother was back, and so she
helped her.
Because the mother came in just as Janelle was saying, you look like you want to run and scream. And she was like,
I was in the closet and I was in the locker room, like trying to make this.
I do want to run and scream, but I was in the laundry room just trying to get myself together. And I'm like, okay, that's so professional. Don't tell your client that. You don't want your client to freak out, because then something, I actually think Janelle called the mom. I really do. Because the mom showed me Janelle said, honey, I think you need to come and help your child. So the mom came and Janelle was like, oh, thank God my friend is here because she's an amazing seamstress.
But I feel like the thing is, obviously, I don't know what school she went to. Maybe the training wasn't that good or whatever. But I feel like she really saved it for the last minute. Also, I feel like when you are designing clothes for people, you really have to look at the fabrics. You have to see what they really want.
Yeah.
The fabric was horrible for Christine. And then on top of that,
and Meri also.
the silhouette was so unflattering. Like, she had an imperial, like,
Yeah, it was
line underneath her breast, and then
shape.
It was very unflattering. She looked very old and frumpy. She looked like what's those bad costumes you wear when you want to go and be like a princess for some like Comic-Con thing. Like I didn't even know what she was wearing. Like that was such a bad color. Yeah. And then she had this and then she said that the fabric that Meri had was for some cheap upholstery stuff.
Oh, some cheap Halloween show. But I
said, look, if you knew that, you should not have even bothered to work with it. You should have just been like, look, this is going to be a waste of time. You have to be able to really look at all of the factors and be able to make a decision to be like, and this is going to work, this will work.
Clients, but
and
that
just
will
be
come
honest.
with time.
Yeah, but
that will come with time for you to be assertive because you just got out of school.
First of all, I knew all that stuff as soon as I got. Well, I think I was learning that as I was going to college. But the SCAD is it's like a private school. Everything is super intense. I had to make my senior collection in a week, and I had about 10 mental breakdowns. Yeah. But those dresses came out real good though. Yeah. I'll say that much. Yeah. But I just felt like you
had to go back to the drawing board like 3 or 4 times.
My dean
and
was
change a complete, like you had to complete the whole line, do a new, total different design.
I remember there was many nights I was sitting on that staircase and I was crying because I had to come up with stuff. Like even the day of, I was still trying to make it.
The day of, you were trying to finish up. You were up all night.
It's not easy being a designer, but that's why what I've learned in school is that you have to really be decisive before you even start making anything.
And the other thing too, if someone ever tells you, some advice that we can give her is, if someone ever tells you, hey, I need you to finish these 4-day essays in 3 weeks, no. Just have certain standards and just say, you know something, I finished one dress in 2 weeks. Because that's going to save you.
Because it gives you time
in the long run. It's going to save you in the long run. The other thing, never sew in someone's home. Always sew at your place. Because they're going to be coming in and say, oh, can I try it? Oh, it looks done. It's just that distraction that you have. But then I was thinking to myself, maybe she doesn't have a sewing machine yet, but Meri has a sewing machine because Meri sews like arts and crafts.
Also, my thing is, you also do not have to fit every single piece on the person. Yeah. You take measurements, like even if it's 100 measurements, you take all those measurements and you put it down on pattern paper. You sketch out the pattern, you make the pattern, you make sure you have leg room and all that stuff. And then once you have finished making it, make sure you make it a little big enough so if it's too loose or whatever, you still have something to take from. You don't want it to be too tight and then you have to add fabric, because the worst thing to do to an outfit is to add fabric.
But what was so funny, Meri just took her time. She looked at her after she was like, yeah, I gotta figure something out. I gotta figure something out.
She skipped her ass to a bridal shop.
She called her best friend and she was gone. She went, got herself an outfit that was very unflattering. I mean, to her tummy, it was too tight on the tummy. Anyway, she bought herself an outfit.
I thought it was an ugly dress. I thought the black and white one was better. It was, yes, the colors weren't that beautiful, but the green dress held onto all the fupa and all that stuff.
Yeah. And then, so she came back with her dress, so she did not worry herself
anymore. She thought she looked so good. Kody
and then tried to Robin.
When then the girl has the nerve to say, can I be very blunt with you? And I'm like, the time to be blunt is the beginning of the process, boo.
And I think that was the day of.
That was the day of. They had to get ready in 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour to taking pictures. And she just goes,
can I be blunt with you?
Yes.
Do you have something else? Because I don't want you to wear this just because I made it.
I do have something else.
I want you to look good.
Okay.
I want you to look really good.
All right.
So you, I hope you find something.
Yes.
I gotta do Janelle's dress.
Robin was gone because Robin was really thinking about going to go buy her outfit. So she was going. She's like, "Oh yes, I have something."
I'm sure I would not be surprised if she went off camera and bought that dress.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised if she did that as soon as Meri went to buy her dress the day before.
Like, yes, I do. So it was just Christine.
You have to be honest and blunt with your clients from the beginning.
The mother really helped her with Janelle's dress because Christine's dress was already done. The mother helped her with Janelle's dress, and Janelle looked beautiful.
Janelle looked so damn good. She was looking hot, honey, hot to mama.
Was like, this dress really is showing like how you've really lost weight.
She looked really, really good. Like, it was snatch, honey. I love the neckline. I loved how it kind of flared out.
I tell you, Kody needed to take pictures. He was standing next to Janelle. Like, Janelle looked good.
She looked so good,
happy.
and blue is definitely her color.
It
blue
is
and red.
definitely her color. She looked really
she
good
looked
in that.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
I love the outfit. She did hers really well. Her and her mama, anyway.
Yeah. It was done very well.
Christine, I feel like she could have did something better.
Yeah.
It had to be on her waist.
She wanted that style, Christine.
That's why you listen to your client, but also you make your own little tweaks, subtle tweaks, where they don't really notice it. Yeah. But then they're like, "Oh my God, this is so pretty."
Yeah.
I just thought. Anyway, I don't even want to get into Christine.
Yeah, but she's going to learn.
Hopefully,
she will learn for sure. Just as you learned, honey.
Yeah.
She will learn as she makes these errors and stuff like that. It's going to make you an even stronger designer and all that. So,
wish you luck, girl.
Yeah. And at least she got I love the way she kind of did Janelle's, the front part and all that.
Yeah, it looked like it was like a ruched effect.
Yeah, so that was a beautiful way. But yeah, that is it. They had the ceremony.
Yes, they had the ceremony. It was really nice. I thought it was good. And
everyone took time reading the mission statement. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and then even the kids, they did something really sweet for the parents.
I thought so.
They said what they were grateful for,
yes.
What they had taught them, and everything.
And they passed the mic to each one.
Yeah.
As they held a bunch of white bouquet of roses.
Yeah.
And I thought it was beautiful, and that was a surprise to the parents. And then they went and handed the roses to Kody.
Yeah, I think it was really sweet. And then
nice.
The tree was dope. I ain't never seen a cake like that before.
Tree cake.
I wish they would have cut into it though.
Yeah,
I was so disappointed.
I wanted to see, but I did see some of the wives eating the leaves.
But I know we have to eat the cake. I know.
We really wanted to see that. But it was beautiful.
But it was really beautiful. Yeah. I didn't think they were going to do such an amazing job with that tree.
It looked like a tree. I mean, it was beautiful. It almost looked like a painting.
And then it had they had like a carving in the tree of like Kody and Robin, Cody and Cody and Janelle, Kody and Meri.
Plus that was.
I thought it was the cutest thing.
It was the cutest thing.
Yeah, I thought it was a really beautiful thing.
And then it was time to party.
Yes, you guys.
And Kody went with his chicken head. He's dancing.
But I think those recommitment ceremonies are really important because I think even Jackie from the real Basketball Wives, she has a vow renewal every single year, and she says the reason why they do that is because so at least we never have to plan for a divorce.
Yes,
and I think that's beautiful.
Planning for the anniversary.
Yeah, and then it gives you something to look forward to every year.
Because sometimes it gets stale, and you want to keep the
spice alive.
Spice in the marriage, and every year you try to do it even better, and
Yeah. But I think they should try to do that at least once every 3 years to remind you.
Remind themselves and remind the children we're a family, we're committed,
But Meri was really against it because she felt like it was
they were
fake
not as close
as they really were.
So why are we doing all of this? Yeah.
But we're getting that's with the reunion, honey.
Yes.
It's Meri.
And Anna.
You guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and